let's say that you were given an angle like that, and you were given this and this. So now I'm given this angle and I'm given these two lines, and I reconstruct a triangle. What this should bring to mind is, oh yeah, I can make a triangle because I have side. So those are that's how you.
It's not right order though.
Yeah.
Well, side.
No.
Right. So what you need to think about though is if you're going to make your triangle, it has to fall in that order. So when it be given to you out of order, in order to make the triangle work, you need to put it in the order that the postulate would tell you. So if you have side, angle, side, that's the way you would draw them. So first you would need to start out by making the side. I need this distance. How do I know what that distance is?
Okay. First, you use your straight edge and just make a random line.
I need to make a random line. Right, with my straight edge. So here's some random line. It can be any length. It just needs to be as long as, if not longer than this line. Well, why? Well, here's why. So I'm going to make this a point, and that point is going to be a corresponding point to that point. Why do I say it that way? Well, that's your first step. I take my compass, put it on my corresponding point here, and then measure this. So now I got that measurement, so I lift it, put it over here, and mark it. Now I have this as congruent to that now. So do I need the rest of that line?
No.
No, this really becomes irrelevant. So this is the same as that. Those are corresponding parts now. Now, second step in my postulate is what? The other side? So I just draw the other side somewhere randomly?
No.
Yes.
No. I wouldn't do that. I need to take this and figure out how big that angle is. Now, how do I do that?
You take
Not using a protractor.
Your compass.
You take your compass, you put the suction cup on the vertex.
So you put your pointy end on the vertex. And I need to make a line here. Like that. Just so happens that when I drew it, it didn't make it quite long enough. But you get the idea. Now I have an arc that touches both sides of the angle. How do I know though how big my angle is?
You take.
Don't move your compass yet. Put it over here. Right, and do this again. Right. Now I need to do what?
Take your pointy end and put it on one of the lines.
One of these. Stretch it out here and make the mark to measure the other side. And then come over here. Put it on that. Make the mark. Measure the other side. How do you feel about that?
Wait.
That looking pretty good?
I thought we did do this. I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
This point is just constructing an angle. After this point.
Is this?
It's combining the steps that you've learned. This would be how to reconstruct an angle. We started with how to reconstruct a line segment. We copied that. Next we're doing the angle. Now mine's free-handed, so it's obviously not coming out perfectly here. It's a little too straight. It really should have been a little bit further out. So we'll make that correction. Pretend that you did not see that.
Unsightly.
Well, that's roughly the same. And now I need to do what? So this angle now should match that angle, even though it's flipped around. So how right, but how far out do I go with it?
Not any further.
However far you want.
Yeah, you
No,
need.
it's
Really?
basically pretty far.
Well, yeah, but how far ultimately is it going to end up being?
Right there, right at the next point.
Yeah.
Right at that place right there, right?
But that's not.
No.
Right at
That's
that
my
distance.
side, my angle, and my side. So here's my other side. I haven't done anything with that yet. So I'm drawing this, and it intersects right here, but is this the point where I need to connect the dots?
No. Not.
No, because I could have made this any distance I wanted. I just picked this at random. So that isn't my new side. How far out do I go with this? Well, at first I'm going to draw it whatever length I want, just so long as it passes through. But ultimately the length of it is going to be determined by the other side.
Yes.
I have my side, I have my angle, really this is the angle here, and my side. So this is the first side, this is the second one. Where's my angle? Well, what do I do? Just measure this? See how long it is? No, certainly not. Pick up this. Put my pointy end here. Come out here, make that mark. And then comes here and make a mark. It just so happens we were close, so if we're just looking at it, we could have been like, oh yeah, that seems like that's about right. But it's not. This helped me get my angle right, but I don't really need this part anymore. This is the part I'm concerned with. This distance from here to here would be now congruent to that distance from there to there, right? Now, to construct the triangle, what 2 points do I need to connect?
Point and that point.
Well, these are the points I made. I made that point A, made that point B. So you can't label that A, that'd be confusing. So we'll have that angle C. So now I just need to take my straight edge and connect A and B. That was the unknown part. So we started out with the given of this side, that side, and this angle. So I created my side, I created my angle second, and then I created my my other side, second side. And this is actually a third side that we weren't given, but we were able to create it because we were told to construct a triangle using a side, and an angle. Now I made a triangle that's congruent to these parts because I need these 3 parts to make a congruent triangle. So really that's all we did is we took the pieces of a triangle and made a congruent triangle. What we didn't know or see was we didn't see this part of the triangle because we didn't need it in order to make a congruent triangle. But really we just used the side-angle-side postulate to make a triangle that's congruent to the original triangle, only the first triangle was chopped up into tiny bits. So that poor little triangle has now been brought back to life.